Hey everybody, how you doing? We're back here for the final hour of trading today. It's Tuesday, August the 23rd, 2022. Uh, Thank you for joining me here, Stock Markets with Bruce, as we are trying to figure out where this market is going. The market isn't sure where to go. NASDAQ is up 31 points, but the Dow is off 134 points. And so it's a bit of a tug of war. Hard to say exactly which way we're going. We're down 2.5 on S&P, nothing serious. Oil's up 336 today, trying to rally with natural gas, 93.72. So we're just kind of in this zone, this area. But I have to admit, we lost over 600 yesterday on the Dow, and we're down another 127 now. We could recover and break even on the day. We could even be up 50 points. We have an hour to go, but we could also lose another 150 tonight and be down 300. That would be 900 in 2 days. We'll see if the market has any kind of desire for a direction. Remember, the market doesn't do this by itself. It's human beings that do this. People buy and sell, and they buy and sell every second of every day, all the time. And because there are millions of people involved in the markets tend to sort of move along in like waves. At the beach, kind of comes and goes. But it is human emotion that will drive this market one direction, another direction, or no direction. And we're trying to guess what the rest of us are going to do today. That's really what we're doing here. GameStop is off 74 cents to 33.76. It has been down practically all day. I would say ever since about looks like about 10:30 in the morning, we've been negative since, but nothing incredibly bad. The low of the day for GameStop, 33.45, and we're at 33.70. The high 34.99. We've only had really a 154 range. We're not doing much today, so it's kind of quiet. Volume on GameStop so far, this is telling 3.8 million. Not even a million pre-market, pre-split. So it's really quiet. Lower by a bit, not a lot. Over on AMC, just to kind of keep tabs on things, the common shares have been slipping today. They're now down to 974. The preferred shares have come up a bit to 734. They're up $1.34. The commons are down 72 cents. So the net effect of it all is that AMC is 60 cents higher on the combination of both of the shares together. But having said that, we're at, what is that, $17 or something like that, $10 below last week's high, I guess, 27.28. Okay, SoFi is holding a 12-cent gain to 622. Rumors are coming out, sort of press leaks, guidance from the White House to kind of let everybody in on it. Tomorrow, I think the president will announce a further or a debt relief thing for those who have student loans, but it sounds like it's a $10,000 forgiveness amount for if you earn less than 125,000 right now, you get 10 grand off your total. But there are folks out there who are earning 80,000 a year that are 200 grand in debt, and so 10 grand is nice, but it doesn't solve the problem. Nonetheless, it is what it is. I don't know what the numbers will be. And for SoFi, as best as I've always understood it, just because the government forgives debt owed by students doesn't mean SoFi has to forgive it either. It is in effect where the government gives SoFi 10 grand on anyone's loan where they qualify for the grant. And so if SoFi had 10 loans out that qualified, they'd get $100,000. If they have obviously 100 or 1,000, you multiply it out, it can be millions of dollars. We'll find out in the next few days just what this means. And does this help the stock, hurt the stock? I think it'll help the stock. I really think so. I think it helps because how can it hurt if SoFi gets a check from the government, say in the next let's say 3 or 6 months from now when all of the paperwork is done, whatever. And I'm assuming the president can carte blanche do this. This might still have to go through Congress, but let's say it did and it went through and all that. It could be 6 months from now before SoFi got a check for what, 3 million, 6 million, 12 million, 18 million. They're not going to get $1 billion. They're not losing anything. They're just going to be paid 10 grand against all these loans that qualify for a reduction, and the rest of the loan is still owed by the borrower, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, 622 on SoFi, better than 604 yesterday, right? Yes, sir. ME up 14 cents to 343. Matterport is down 2.5 cents at 462. ATIP is up 6.1 cents today at 92.8. It's been up all day. Rocket Lab down 13 cents. Smart Rent up 1.5. Spire is down 0.5 penny. We're barely moving here. Cyxtera down 6 cents. Bed Bath Beyond down 34 to $8.90 now. Remember, it was $30 last week. Tesla, $23.71 is the gain today to $8.93. Pfizer down 74 cents. Boeing is up $1.40. Apple up 34 cents. HPQ up 10 cents. Cisco down 11. Twitter down 245 to 40.55 with that whistleblower coming out talking about the company's alleged non-compliance. Security issues. Home Depot down $5 today. Carvana down $1.47. It's now down to $34.48. Robinhood is up 15 cents to $9.19. Vanik Semiconductors, the SMH ETF, up $2.19 to $228.99. IBM down 70 cents. Microsoft is off 63 cents. Goldman down $2.59. Google is off 1 penny. Talk about not changing at all. Amazon up 94 cents. Meta Platforms down 160. BlackBerry up a nickel. Royal Caribbean up 133 to 39.11. U.S. Steel up 74 to 23.35. Target is up 20 cents. That's the first gain in 8 or 9 sessions in a row. So Target may have finally stopped dropping after their disappointing numbers and their disappointing margins. There could be more, but today, not so bad. J.P. Morgan down $1.10. Costco down $3.35. Walmart off 50 cents. Nvidia is up $2.12 today. Disney down 77 cents to $115. American Airlines is up 13 cents to $13.84. Netflix down another 49 cents down to $2.26. And Moderna is up 87 cents to $143.34. And that's what I see on most of the stocks that we kind of watch here. 122 drop on the Dow with a 1.5 point drop on the S&P 500 and a 34.7 point gain on NASDAQ. That's just a little over 1/4 percentage point, where the Dow is off about 1/3 percentage point, S&P kind of flat. Oil up 326, that's 3.5% higher at 93.62. There's what we see right at the moment. For option writers, today is a kind of day where you see not a lot of activity maybe on some stocks, but it's a day of depreciation for stocks. Obviously, GameStop option writers are grinning from ear to ear. I mean, if you wrote calls yesterday for this Friday, if you wrote calls last week for this Friday, 2 weeks ago that expired this Friday, or next Friday, today is a day where you have a 79-cent drop plus another day of time going by, more shrinkage on these contracts, making you richer. I know that those of you who are, enjoying the drop in values of these contracts are now saying to yourselves, geez, I wish I had 50 of these written. I'd be making really big money today. No one is happy. No one's satisfied with what they have. We'll take it, and it's a good thing. But you kind of fantasize, boy, if I had 10 of these instead of 3 or 2 or whatever, man, I'd be, I could be self-employed here. There you have it. Thank you all for throwing me thumbs ups already. We have 51 of them here. Thank you, guys. This is fabulous. Keep those thumbs ups coming in if you could. We do appreciate it. Welcome one and all, whether you're a subscriber, a lurker just hanging around, or whether you're a a member of the channel. If you are, thank you for being a member. And please consider becoming one if you haven't become a member yet. We'd love to have you as an active member of this channel. Join the family here. There are 2 levels, the Chillin' with Uncle Bruce level and the Gold Bagel level. And those of you in that Gold Bagel level, don't forget, you get the early morning update, the alert, and you also get to watch the Wednesday night primetime live show, which will be on tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern time, prime time with Uncle Bruce for Gold Bagel members of this channel. And come and join us. Join at the Gold Bagel level or upgrade your membership. You can upgrade anytime you want. If you do upgrade during your billing cycle or however it works with YouTube, they will only charge you a prorated amount to move up to the next level for the whatever amount of the month is left, and then your next month you'll get your regular charge for the service. So there you go. Thank you guys for helping us out, keeping us on the air. Nick, Uncle Bruce, I got a question on a Foot Locker chart. When there is no up or down movement, but single trend line going up and down in tight range, what does it mean? Is it accumulation or an investment bank unloading it? I don't, honestly, I haven't even looked at a Foot Locker chart. I'm just punching in Foot Locker right now and noticing it's 37.16. It's the first time I've seen a quote on this thing ever, or last trade. And today it has not moved more than 90 cents in value, from 37.05 to 37.95. High and low for the year, 23.85 for the low, 60.81 for the high. So it's got quite the range. It is trading at 7.6 times earnings, so it's certainly not overpriced, really. From a PE multiple, certainly not. Market cap, 3.48 million. We got 80 million shares that are the public float, 11 million shorted. Nothing too crazy out there. And if I look at a 1 month chart, I can see that it has been as low as $26 a month ago, and here we are now in the high 30s. It's had a good month, no doubt about that. 3 month chart. About 3 months ago, it was as high as 33, went down to this 27 mark and came back up. So obviously the company is getting obviously some positive vibes from the street. The street likes what they see lately, and they've been piling in now the last, looks like, month. So what does it all mean? Well, the reality could be that the company, having come out with some reasonable financials last go around, not as bad as expected, holding their own, whatever the answer, Foot Locker as a retailer is catching a bit. And is it possible someone's accumulating the stock? Always possible, but that would be, you'd be discovering that in the filings, the SEC filings. Sooner or later, that will come out. But there's no reason for the stock to go up and down 10% every single day in volatility. No need for that. The shares can have a good run. Obviously, it looks like on Friday they took a shot all the way up to 40 from 31 something, and now they've slowly given a little bit back. That shot might have been a little too much too fast. I don't know, Nick. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I'm not an expert on the stock, and I'm not a chart expert, as you guys obviously know. And there are experts out there, but I don't know if any of them are on YouTube, especially on this one particular security. I have no idea. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can say about it, and it probably not enough. But what can I say? And Coyote is saying, I'm just going to sit on my GameStop calls. Far out of the money at this point, $40.50. Rock and roll, man. You're doing okay. You always have the option, Coyote, to buy back your 40.50s and write 38s or 37.50s and come in a little closer, but still stay away, but bring in some more premium. You can always have that playing, but you got to check the option chain for premium availability. Can you get a nice premium for the contract you want to write, whether it's the same expiry date, just this Friday, next Friday, a month from now, up to you. Okay. And yeah, Biden is chatting soon about college loans, and I'm waiting until after that before writing SoFi. We got Alex here. Drive-by thumbs ups from the Spanish Legion. Hope you're making $1. Thanks, Alex. Hope you're having a good time down there. Jeff Parrish. Hey, Uncle Bruce. I know GameStop has been as high as almost 400 a share, but Yahoo Finance is showing a high of only 80 some dollars in the last 5 years. What gives? Well, we had a 4-for-1 split, so that's $320. But I believe that during the market hours on the New York Stock Exchange, the shares had hit the 300s. In the pre-market or the aftermarket, the shares may have hit over 400 at one point in time, and that's the price we remember in our minds. Somebody asked me today a very good question, and I should answer this. I was promising myself I would address this question. Let me take a look here at the comment. Let me get my email up. There it is. Someone asked me today. Here we go. They wanted to ask me about the GameStop thing here. Okay. Part of the comment was there was a lot of hype behind GameStop being shorted. As we're aware, many people believed it would moon at the stock split, registering shares, and many other scenarios. Many of the believers in GameStop were also believers that AMC would or could do the same thing, but obviously it hasn't. And based on the battles that AMC is facing, might not even survive another couple of years. AMC has done everything that the Reddit crowd thought would make the stock go to the moon, but it hasn't gone there. I believe the stock crashing could be the near future. Do you think that GameStop followers could see that and lose confidence in it as well? I understand the fundamentals of each company because I have been listening to you, but GameStop is not acting on rationale right now. The same issues affecting the rest of the tech sector is eventually going to face GameStop. Just curious of your thoughts. Will eventually people lose confidence in GameStop? Really good, thoughtful question here. And by the way, Alberto, thank you for your donation on PayPal. I saw that just come through there as I was reading this. You're awesome, man. As always, thank you. So, okay, we have seen the reaction to the market. We've seen the market reaction to AMC, I should say it that way. We saw it last week when it topped out. Then we saw the reaction to AMC as it backed off before the dividend was done. Now that the dividend is done on AMC, we're seeing how it is doing. And not too well. Okay. And 958 on the common shares, 716 on the prefs. I mean, we're at 1670 here, down over $10 from yesterday, last week's high on the common. We all know the economics of AMC. We've gone over it a million times, and we know that their competitor, Regal Theaters, they might be filing Chapter 11 and trying to walk away from $4 billion in debt. Bankers are going to lose a lot of money over there. So that's that whole story. Now on GameStop, it's a different story because what happened with Bed Bath & Beyond has been a bit of a shocker for a lot of people, especially at Bed Bath & Beyond. I mean, the shareholders of BBBY got a real shocker when Cohen walked out the door and sold his stock, and it's now in the eights. This is 886. How much do you want? GameStop shareholders for a while, and in some minority circles, are asking themselves, well, if Cohen would walk away from BBBY, would he walk away from GameStop? And I went over this yesterday morning thinking, no, it's unlikely he would. He doesn't need to because he's about to lose money on his investment. The guy is up 9 times his money because he has an average in the $3-4 range post-split. So I don't see any reason for him to sell from that angle. The other angle of controlling the company, he doesn't have to worry about that. He's the chairman of the company. He's got handpicked directors. He's handpicked the senior staff. So this is the Ryan Cohen company right now. And it's flush with cash, has no debt to speak of, and is going the direction he wants it to be going to. So no need to worry there. The question is the shareholders, the followers of Ryan Cohen. This is where the speculation will, go forward. What is going to happen down the road with GameStop shareholders? Will they lose patience in GameStop and move on to something else? Well, if they scatter and just filter away, they do. That's what will happen. And I'm certain that I'm pretty sure that since Cohen, made his moves, took over the company a long time ago, I'm sure that a certain percentage of the shareholders have walked and gone elsewhere. Maybe they've made some money, broke even, what have you. Option writers here, they have a split loyalty to the stock. They like the Ryan Cohen philosophy and game plan, cleaned up the house, got rid of dead wood management, replaced it with management that's a lot more affordable. And, the company is moving forward in another direction. But the viewers of this channel also have another motivation to stick around, and that is the juicy premiums they're earning writing call options against the stock. If my channel was just a channel talking about how great GameStop's going to be someday, I would have been off the air a long time ago, because you guys would have been bored to tears, as would I, trying to come up with stuff to talk about how great this company's going to be someday. I mean, they're not helping us with any news. They don't do press releases. They don't do on-camera interviews, nothing. So, we're on our own here. But because you guys are writing options, a lot of you are writing options, and a lot more are thinking about doing this, you're beginning to realize this sucker is a cash cow. This absolute GameStop stock is an absolute cash cow that just keeps on giving, gifts that keep on giving. The stock will run from time to time. We know that. But rollover city is what we're into. We roll over contracts and roll up, and we eventually get paid out handsomely for our patience and our ability to roll our contracts forward in time and higher in strike. Days like today, where we're down 87 cents, we don't get rich on days like today, but we don't lose money either, because the contracts that we have against the stock are dropping in value as time is going by, and the price reduction today, and the reduction we've had, for a week and a bit now, from the mid 40s to the low 30s. I think that as long as the stock has a dividend, as long as the stock has a reasonable premium on its contracts, and there are people out there who are still convinced that a major explosion of value could take place. In other words, it's a meme stock. And as long as it is considered a meme stock, and there are meme stock followers, the premiums will remain very, very good. And those of you who are writing, which are admittedly a minority of the shareholders that exist of GameStop, you guys are maybe 1% of the shareholders out there offering options. But you know what? You're doing a favor to the option players. All these call option buyers have added liquidity because of you guys. And added liquidity keeps this game playing a lot longer. Obviously, if the company were to come out with a financial report here in the near future that blew away estimates, much higher revenues, much higher sales, margins improving, the stock would go up somewhat. Yeah, there would be, there'd be some pretty happy people out there. But we all know that a Ryan Cohen move could make something big happen as well. And what is it? Well, is it that GameStop does some kind of financing to raise a bunch of dough, and they take somebody else over and swallow somebody wholeheartedly and become double the size of this company? Is that in the cards? Is it in the cards that they're going to take somebody over in the NFT space or in the crypto space or something? I don't know. I don't know what as you know, I don't know what the future of this company is on a minutia basis, but they've got dough in the bank. They can raise cash, I think, and they can change direction or accelerate growth into another area if they wanted to. We have to just wait around for it. But while we're waiting, why not be paid to wait? And so here you are. You guys are writing options. You did rollovers last week, the week before last, the week before that, and you're all being rewarded. If you're still here, and I think you're all still here, you are all watching these calls just back off and back off and back off. And you're rubbing your hands together going, this is great. I'm getting richer every time these calls go down a dime. I'm $10 richer every penny. I'm $1 richer per call. If I've written 5 or 10 of them, if this thing goes down $1, I'm up another $1,000. Pays bills. That's what this stock is doing for people. It's paying bills. Anyway, that's all I know. That's all I can tell you. I don't know what else to say about it. It's the most interesting thing going on here. Let's see. What else is going on? The highest year to date, I believe, was 350-ish. So that would be 80 to 89. It hit like 480 January 21st, but that was over a year ago. So that's more than 52 weeks. Let's see what's going on here. Good evening from Splair. Hey, how you doing, buddy? I think I'm out in a few minutes to watch the Gamescom that today started with the opening night in Cologne, Germany. Way to go. What else is going on here? Dave the Mac guy had to call my broker on the phone to list my AMC 1 puts. What is this, 1992 again? Nick, it is my opinion that when there's tight trading, it goes on any slight change on downside grade and irrational exuberance, and the stock can crash. Foot Locker is ready to take a dip, if not today or tomorrow for sure. Rock and roll. I hope you're right, buddy, because I know you short this stuff, and I hope you make a lot of money. Larry Titus, hey, everybody. I am thumbs up number 72. Thanks, Larry. We're 33 minutes away from the close. Hawkeye, have a blast, Splair. Say hello to Colin for me. Moon Man Moo is number 75. Welcome. Quest added to notebook saying hello to Colin. I will try my best on Saturday and Sunday. Option Nomads, number 78 thumbs ups. Thank you, guys, for these thumbs ups. Everybody getting us quickly to 100 as usual. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it so much. Beautiful stuff. And Splair, all right, good night, y'all. And Uncle Bruce, I'm doing great. Hope you are too. Right out, Splair. Good to talk to you, buddy. You enjoy yourself. He's coming along just great. 99-cent drop now on the day for GameStop. $33.51 is the last trade. The Dow is off, it looks like about 116 or so, 113 points, something like that. We've got a negative read on the S&P 500, but it's only 1 3/4 points down. We're still up 27 on NASDAQ. We don't have uniformity on this market today. It's a mixed bag today. Let's take a look here on some other things. AMC is down 89 cents, and the AMC preferreds are up 110. This spread between the gain on the prefs and the loss on the commons is tightening up. We're now only 21 cents up on the day on this entire position. We are losing ground here. Lately, both of them have been drifting lower. Kind of interesting to watch. SoFi's up 12 cents to 622. Emmy up a dime at 339.5. And Matterport is down 4.5 cents to 460.05. ATIP is holding a gain of just about 6 cents right now. 92.6 cents a share is where ATIP is trading at. The volume today is lighter than yesterday, 580,000. The low was 86 cents right on the opening. Somebody sold down there. Now they're regretting it because we're at 92.6. We're near the high of the day. Not a great run, but it's just a little better looking. I'll take it. Rocket Lab down 8 cents right now. We've got Smart Rent up a half a penny. We have Spire down 5.5 cents to looks like 132.5. Cyxtera is up 14 cents to 7.38. Bed Bath Beyond down 49 now to 8.75. Had a little. It was trying to break even. Now it's backing off. Tesla's still up 22.92. Pfizer down 69 cents. There you are, kids. Fun time today. What else? Beach Boy. Anyone else trade in the IB? Does anyone else trade on the International Brokers app? He wants to know. Does anyone trade on IB? Beach Boy has managed to open up a trading account through the platform through IB, International Brokers. And this gives him 5-day-a-week access to markets, which is great. And he might have a question for anybody, if anyone can let us know if they trade on the IB app. Boeing is up 132. Pfizer, as I say, down 68 now. Apple is up just 15 cents. There's no recovery here on Apple, as you can see. The NASDAQ is up 31 points, as I said, but Apple is only up 14, and HPQ is up 6. Cisco's down 12. So we got a mixed bag here on these tech stocks. Home Depot down 474. Let's take a look here. IBM High Tech down 57. Microsoft down 79. So, more negatives than positives over there. Google down 18. Amazon up 71. The old Facebook Meta platform's down 175. There's definitely, some of the fangs are definitely lower here. Definitely lower. NVIDIA up $2 a share. Okay. There you go. 115-point loss for the Dow Jones. It's been pretty consistently lower since the early going here. And AMC is now down 90 cents to 9.52. It's down 94, 9.52. The 8 preferreds are 7.14. So this puts the deal at 7.1666 is what we're looking at right now. Unreal. Mirko, hey, Uncle Bruce, I bought back 4 GameStop covered calls. These are 35s. They're out of the money. They expire on Friday, and I bought them at 91 cents today. Sold them Friday at 284. And so, Beach Boy, I trade with IB. What would you like to know? Nick, Uncle Bruce, I look at the dump on FL. I was right on my observation again. Right on, buddy. Look at the dump on FL. Let's see if I can get that to pop up here. Is that right here? Foot Locker. I'm showing it now. 1-day chart. There we go. Yes, sir. It is backing up. 37.12 now, only up 26 cents. And the high today, 37.95, as I mentioned earlier, and only about half an hour, 40 minutes ago, it was at 37.41. Now 37.12, backing up. Right on, buddy. You're making money every penny. Spicy Android is indicating here he's a new member, but Spicy Android actually is an existing member that has now moved up to the gold bagel level. And thank you, Spicy Android, for doing that. And join us on our first thing in the morning updates, and also Wednesday nights. John Gill has notified us, been a member now for 15 months, and he's a gold bagel member, saying thank you, Uncle B. You betcha, buddy. Moonman Moo has been a member for 18 months. Gold bagel member here. Thanks for opening up my mind to covered calls. I'm so glad that so many of you have been able to catch this, catch this part of the market. It's not brand new. It's not like covered calls were just invented a month ago, but call writing has been around since the 70s, but it has become very convenient with the trading platforms that exist. Gosh, it's easy to be an option writer today versus what it used to be like when I was your broker. If I would have been your stockbroker in the 80s and you called me up and said, Bruce, I got 500 IBM. I want to write 5 covered calls against it. Good Lord, paperwork. I would have had to get you to sign all kinds of forms to open the account, start an option account, mandatory margin account. Head office would have had to have approved it. That would have taken a day or two. Then I would have had to. Then I would have had you to. I think you had to sign forms authorizing the firm, to allow the firm to act as your broker in the case of options, and you would have signed your life away with all kinds of caveats where we, the firm, could do anything. And you would say, yeah, 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 if you need to, you need to, you need to, you can sell me out, you can buy me in, you can exercise me. I mean, just you sign your rights away. This is back then. This is like 40 years ago. And then the actual trade of you trying to write a call. I would have been able to give you quotes just on my clunky machine. But we would have had, in my case, being in Calgary, I would have written a sell ticket, sell to open 5 calls, IBM, whatever the strike price and whatever the expiry date, either at market or a set price, and would have handed it to my desk trader, who would have telephoned the order to head office in Toronto, to the desk there. Those guys would have then either telexed the order or direct dialed to Chicago, or they would have dialed a member firm of Chicago, probably, with the order. So now another human to another human, this order repeated again. And then that person would have called the floor and told the floor runner, here's the order. And the floor runner would have hand signaled the floor trader, and then the trader would try to execute the trade. Once the trade was executed, hopefully, the floor trader would tell the floor runner by hand signal, we sold 5 at $4.50 or whatever the thing was, and the floor runner would then pick up the phone, call the desk, tell them the details of the sale. The desk would call my head office desk, give them the details of the sale. The head office desk would call my trading desk in Calgary, giving them the details of the sale. And my desk trader would have filled out this sell form and ripped the 3 copies apart. 1 copy would be in my little cubby hole. 1 copy would be in 2 copies would be with the desk for record keeping. And then I would notice, either in my cubbyhole or the desk trader would the desk trader would have yelled out, "Hey Bruce, we got to fill on those contracts." And I would have come out, grabbed the slip of paper, and I would have phoned you. I would have called you back and said, "We sold. You've written 5 IBM calls at such and such a price." And then I would clunk in on my computer, 1 quote at a time. I'd clunk in the IBM quote, and I'd clunk in the option quote, and tell you what we're looking like. And so now you and I would have had a chat about, what are we going to do with this? We're selling them at 4.5. You're thinking, I'm thinking, we're going to try to buy them back around 2 to 2.5, something in that range, hopefully soon. But they expire in 2 or 3 weeks, and hopefully between now and then we'll be able to buy back for a lot less than we just sold them for. And then I'll be watching the stock the whole time. And if the shares begin to drop that day, or the next day they start to back off a little bit, the day after that, I would then put in a buy order with your permission. I would already put in a buy order to buy your calls back at maybe 2.05 or 2 1/8. It all depends on how early we're talking about here. Back in the day where we're trading in eighths, I might have put in a buy order at 2 1/8, which is $2.12.5. A stink bit, instead of at 2, is $2.12.5. And we'd have put that in as an open buy to close order. And that would have gone through all the calls, all the way to the floor. And Chicago would have on the floor this order at all times. In the floor trader's book, in his little pamphlet book of all the orders, he has an open sell or open buy order to buy back your 5 calls. And he doesn't know it's you. He doesn't know it's me. He just knows that he has to buy 5 at 2 1/8 when the opportunity presents itself. And sometimes stock, as we know, drops 75 cents in one day, in 1 hour, and those contracts drop with it. And bingo, he gets 5. He buys 5 back. He signals his floor runner, and the calls get made back. And I've got a blue buy ticket filled, and my desk trader's going, "You bought back those calls." And I'm grabbing that and calling you up saying, "Guess what? We just bought them back. It took 2.5 days, but we bought them back." A dip occurred in the market. And that's how we used to do it. Clunky, and the commissions were brutal. You would have paid upwards of 5% commission by the time it was all said and done, out and in. So you would have paid $100 in commission to sell them, and you would have paid about 50, 60 bucks to buy them back. It was like 150 bucks in commissions off the top of your profit. Today, you guys are paying chump change for fees to do this business. It's amazing how things have changed. Absolutely incredible. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Let's see what else is going on here. Welcome, Spicy, to the Gold Bagel Club here. Nick, I have a profit of 33 grand in unrealized gain on my 20,000 Foot Locker short. I'm going to hold it till it drops to in the 33. That's when I stand to make my goal on this thing. Triple G, most GameStop apes laughed at the AMC apes. Adam, Aaron, and RC are totally different. Spicy saying, thank you, everybody. Triple G, their NFT marketplace is a big future play. They don't even have any games on it yet. They have partnered with Immutable X and are expecting 180 to 200 Web3 games in the next 2 years. Bobby Atkinson, now in 2022, you scroll down to the bottom of the page, click, you're not a robot, off to the market you go, laugh out loud. Triple G, all those games will bring millions of customers over the next few years. Bobby, GameStop has to go digital gaming. Triple G, Cohen has said before, choosing what to do with my GameStop shares, hold or hold. Bobby, DISC is doomed. Disc is doomed. Deuce, Deuce Caboose, ME has been one odd stock for the month of August. Triple G, that's why they are doing the marketplace. Triple, the volume of transactions is going to be huge there. Quick Six SoFi has a great poor man covered call opportunity. Triple G, those will all trade in their NFT marketplace, GameStop that is. Triple G, even assuming a tiny active play base for each game of 10,000 players, that's 1 million active users of the marketplaces. Triple G for 100 games. Coyote, NFT gaming will not happen and will end up being a disaster if they try to implement that in most games, says Coyote. Splair, Nintendo announced a Pikachu Mini Cooper so you can drive and play some mini games. Quick Six says SoFi January 24 $1 strike calls are going for $5.20. You can write 650s and 7s against them all day long. Yeah, but if you're buying a $1 strike, you're almost paying for a full share. You might as well just pay $6.20 and buy the stock. $5.20 for a contract, $6.20 for the stock. You can, however, buy $3 SoFis or $4 SoFis and write on those if you are so inclined, but you got to watch that market. Triple G, now imagine a triple a game eventually joins. Gaudy will only make their customer base angry. We've already seen it with Minecraft and Ubisoft. Triple G, I don't know, some will and some won't. Most AAA studios won't. Triple saying it all will depend on each game's implementation and how exploitative their implementation is. I hope I read that right. Well, we'll see. Who knows? We're down 97 on the Dow. AMC is 965, and the apes are 728. Under $17 over there. GameStop 33.76 down 74 cents. SoFi 622 up 12. ME 339 up a dime. Not much going on. We're off a half a point on the S&P, and we're up on the Nasdaq 25 points today. There it is. What can I say? Lots to follow over the next few days. Definitely. Jackson Hole went Friday. That's when Powell speaks. We'll see if this is friendly for the market or not. Will the market like what he says or not like what he says? We're going to find out all about that. Beach Boy. Bruce, here's a donation of 15 shekels for you. Sold 10 GameStop August 26th. For another $1,000. I like my app. Right on, buddy. Right on. It's good stuff. You can do it from your phone anywhere you want. How about that? Handy or what? Way to go, pal. Bringing in the cash. Right on. Triple G. I am telling you, Immutable X has publicly stated 100 to 200 Web3 enabled games are coming on their platforms in the next 1 to 2 years. They are a GameStop partner and will bring those in-game items. Very interesting. Triple G, and this is all just the beginning. I like the sound of that, of course. Flint Creek Soap Company, nickels and dimes do add up. They do. But it's only going to get bigger. There you go. There's things to watch for, things to follow. Well, 33.63 today on GameStop, down 87 cents. Of course, these shares, as we know, have fluctuated from the $80 mark this past year up to the $200 mark. So that would be 20 to 50. It's quite the range, as we know. We're at 33.87, and we have options expiring every Friday. Triple G, I'm telling you, oh, never mind. That's the same thing. It's all good. Inflation driving more to CRYPT, cryptic, or whatever that is. I'm not sure what that means, but whatever. Cool bean stuff, kids. Down 127 on the Dow. We just dipped a little bit here with 15 minutes to go on the day. AMC is still down here at 960, down 86 cents. The prefs are up 137. They're offsetting the loss, but we're only getting a 50-cent net gain here, or 45-cent net gain on the day for AMC between the two securities that are now trading publicly. GameStop, 33.70, 69, something like that. We're down 81, 82 cents. Well, there you are. WD, hi, Bruce. I did my first credit spread after checking out your class. It's an Apple 165 and a 162.5 puts for August 26th. I got $44 for this move. Interesting. NFT hype was a fad. NFT hype was a fad. The only people who still seem to care about it are GameStop apes or NFT bag holders. The average person seems to outright hate NFTs, the idea of them at the moment. Michael Hunt says, "Yep, Michael, I have no use for those myself." Well, I don't know. I'm an old guy that just will never get into this. So I can't tell you that. I can only tell you what the stock is doing, and I can just kind of tell you what the market thinks of whatever's going on by watching the stock. Look at the Dow, by the way, down 140 now, going lower. And we're negative on all three markets now. We're down 7.3 on S&P. We're down a point on NASDAQ. So all three have turned red. It is a possibility that they could have all done it. We're now down to 13 minutes to go, and we're negative on all three. Nothing tragic or dramatic, but 134 points on the Dow plus the 600 yesterday. And we'll see. Let's just see what it does this last 13 minutes. AMC 952 down 94, 732 on Ape shares. So we're at 1684 combined value right now. GameStop down 87 cents now, 33.63, backing up a little further at the moment. Okay. All right. Let's see. What else is going on here? People are talking about NFTs and what their opinions are about them and all that. That's cool. It's all cool. And Mirko, maybe ask Uncle Bruce to connect us. Triple G, agreed. And that's not the main purpose of the marketplace. It's all games that are coming. Okay. Whatever. Okay. GameStop 33.60 down 90 cents, backing up a little further. The low today 33.45. We're 45 cents away from the low of the day on GameStop with 12 minutes to go. 950 on the AMC, 722 on the Apes, down 129 on the Dow Jones right now. Down 6 in S&P. NASDAQ holding a 3-point gain right now, just a little tiny gain. Okay. Nick is saying that if Foot Locker gets shoes made in China, the stock is going to drop. Watch out. Well, China has got these lockdown problems. Zero tolerance COVID stuff going on over there. Man, they're having issues with that. They've got power rationing going on, electricity. They got drought. They got heat waves. Trouble. And then, of course, the weak housing market and the country trying to lower interest rates to spur their economy, and everyone else is raising interest rates to check inflation. Not good. Okay. We'll see what happens with China. And of course, we'll watch Foot Locker as well. Right now, 36.87, up only 1 penny on Foot Locker. It's giving it all back. The shares got to 37.95, now the 36.87, and that's a new low on the day. The Foot Locker shares are now negative 13 cents. Nick, you're getting rich every penny. You're getting richer right now. 36.74 on Foot Locker, down 12 cents. Way to go, Nick. Score another one. Yeah, Vilbus is saying, I was just reading about this historic months-long heat wave China has been enduring. Yeah, they got issues. They're not making as much hydroelectric power as they normally would. They're having to make more power with coal. That's not good for the environment. They're scrambling. We're down 153 on the Dow with 10 minutes to go. This is a lower level. I don't think it's the low of the day, but we're getting closer. The low of the day, 32,858. We're at 32,914, so we're about 50-something points away from the low of the day on the Dow. But it is trending lower, down 155 now. AMC 954 and the ape share 717. So 1671 right there. GameStop 33.68, down 83 cents. 33, and then 36.74 on Foot Locker, down 12 cents. Right on, way to go there, Nick, scoring a deal over there. 33.62 now on GameStop. SoFi 618, up 8 cents. It's backing up a little here at the end of the day. We've got ME at 339.5, up 10.5 cents. Matterport off 8.5 now, a little lower. ATIP is holding 92.4 cents, just 5.7 cents higher on the day. Rocket Lab down 12 to 537. Smart Rent up a half a penny. Spire down 6 cents to 132. Sixtera up 28 to 752. Bed Bath Beyond down 50 cents to 874. It's all over there. That's going to go lower and lower and lower and lower. Unreal. Coyote, it's the hottest summer we've had, but the coolest summer we'll have for the rest of our lives. So, that's kind of neat. There you go. It's going to be hotter next summer, so, enjoy this one, I guess. Mirko Beach Boy, yes, I will send my email to Uncle Bruce, and then he can send it to you. Okay. All righty, Coyote. Michael, microtransactions don't put fake limits on what they sell. No one misses out because they weren't able to outbid the other since there was only 100 of them. Of the item, it's MTX on steroids. Coyote, turning the digital space into a pseudo stock market. Interesting. Well, we'll see how it all plays out. Pfizer down 78 cents. Tesla still up $17. Boeing up $1. Apple a little lower now, down 56 cents. We've gone red on Apple. HPQ up a nickel. Cisco down 22 cents. Twitter down $3.07. 39.94. Home Depot down 5.10. Carvana down 153. Robinhood up 11. Vanik up 140. IBM down 60. Microsoft down 127. Goldman down 190. Google down 29. Amazon up 46 cents. Meta down 203. BlackBerry up a nickel. Royal Caribbean up 118. Target up 25. JP Morgan down $1. Costco down $3. Walmart down 27 cents. Nvidia up $1.40. So we are now down 132 on the Dow markets. And we got GameStop at 33.75. We're off 75 cents. We're down to 7 minutes left in our day. Interesting. I am long. GameStop obviously says Triple G. I just wrote on it. Same says Michael. Michael is laughing. Watch to see how we work this all out. Tomorrow's Wednesday, hump day. And after tomorrow, only 2 days left in the week with the options expiring Friday. And next Friday, a bunch of options are going to go down. They're going down. 127 drop in the Dow Jones at the moment. GameStop 33.75, down 75 cents. The Dow down 127 to 138, roughly down 141 now, going down again. The Dow looked a lot different 30 years ago, says Deuce Caboose. I imagine it'll look different 30 years from now. I am no NFT guy, but they will most likely be much bigger in the future. Triple G says But that's all dang good. I'm giving you based off of lots of reading and social media posts, following on Twitter and such for the people of these three web companies. Michael, NFT JPEGs were 100% a pump and dump, though. That's what he's thinking. Everyone has their thoughts. It's okay. It's all good. We'll see in the end. The future will tell us just where it's at. Ape dropping. They're up 110 to 710, though. They're at 708 now on the Ape shares. 956 on the AMC Commons. 1664 now. With the Commons off 90 and the Preferred's only up $1.08. We're not seeing a big gain here now. This is slipping away. A 133 drop now on the Dow Jones. SoFi 616 up only 7 cents now. SoFi giving up some ground late. We have 5 minutes to go in this session today, kids. Interesting patterns as usual. We're down 74 now on GameStop, 33.76. Triple G, lowest hanging fruit, and I don't see much point or uses yet for them. Coyote still relatively high up on the S&P 3-month chart. Deuce Caboose, whether or not NFTs are successful, I don't really care. I just want SoFi to moon, baby. Who's coming with me? Michael, yeah, I'm there with you there. Triple G, if the something space takes off, the virtual reality AR space, artificial whatever takes off, and metaverse not ducking Facebook's vision over the next 20 to 30 years, then I can eventually see a point. Michael opened a youth Roth account, and the first thing I bought was SoFi. Triple G, but right now it's a bit silly. Zed Estate, I'm the 108 thumbs up on your channel today, Bruce. 108 thumbs ups. We got 110 now. Thank you, guys, helping us out with these thumbs ups. Thank you. Coyote, Deuce Caboose, I got 100 more this week at 606 for another contract. Michael, Lucky Youth, Coyote, and some cheap calls. Michael, she should do okay. Deuce Caboose, Coyote, you dirty dog. You passed on the ATIP. Too many options to buy, too many choices. A 133-point drop on the Dow with 3 minutes to go. Larry's getting ready to hit those bells. AMC is at 952 and Ape is at 714. 1668 combined, 1666 combined value of the AMC situation. 3378, 3376 on GameStop. 617 on SoFi, up 7. ME up 11.5 to 340. We're negative on Matterport, down 8 cents. HIP is up 6.1 cents to 92.8. Rocket Lab down 15 cents. Smart Rent up a half a penny. Spire down 5.5 cents. Xterra up 28 cents to 754. Watching the last minutes go by. 2 to go. 2 to go. 2 to go. 2 to go. Let's see. Yep, look at that. The Coyote Deuce Caboose 100 ATIP at 86 yesterday. I thought, why not? Smart man, says Deuce Caboose. Mirko, did you see my question earlier, or was it just too stupid to answer? Or did I miss it? Did I completely miss your question? You may have to repost it, my friend. I'm not sure how earlier this was. We're down 121, 115, 132 on the Dow. We're down 132 on the Dow with 2 minutes to go. AMC 952, Ape 713 right now, 1665. Yeah, GameStop 3361 down 89. Okay, here we go. Uncle Bruce, Mirko asks, I had a few GameStop 35s for October 21. I did roll them today into 40 GameStop, the $40 GameStop for December 16 with a 60-cent profit per contract. Do you think of it as a good or a stupid move? I'm kind of torn right now. It wouldn't have been my first choice to make. I would have really stuck around this Friday. I would have come closer, not further away. I understand that you brought in more money, and you're writing 40s that are way out of the money. So obviously you're great. You're doing fine. But 35s, I would have taken a look at writing 34s for maybe September's. you might have brought in more money there and just come in closer in time. You can always roll out of these Decembers into Septembers whenever you want. So you're not locked in. Don't worry about this. Check it out tomorrow. Let's see how the stock does. And maybe tomorrow you'll make a move. If the shares have a little pop up in the morning, you might buy back your 40s for December and then write September 36s and bring in as much money or more. You could do that. Michael, I would have sat on those, but a profit is a profit. Larry, the bells have rung, Bruce. It's over. Thanks, Larry. Michael, ATIP and SoFi closed in the green. SoFi 617, up 7 cents on the day. ME up 11, ATIP up 6.2 to 92.9, just around 93 cents on ATIP. Spire lost a nickel at 133 final trade. We lost 154 on the Dow at the end of it. And the APE shares were up 107, but the commons for AMC were down 90. So it's a 27-cent gain today. That's all that came out of this. Not a serious bounce back at all. That's what's worrying here about more downside. Those of you who've sold your put contracts, way to go. It's done. You've done it. You've made your money. Congratulations. We now move on. We just move on to something else. Well done, everybody. GameStop lost 94 cents to 33.56, so it was only 11 cents off the low of the day with a late dip, making your options even cheaper. Everybody, way to go. DQ, I am number 117 thumbs ups after the bell. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce, please give my email to Mirko. You got it, buddy. DQ, going back to listen to this show on double speed. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to catch up with this with you guys. Thank you all so much. Way to go, guys. Writing options yesterday for this Friday, and they dropped yesterday, and now they're dropping again on GameStop. These contracts are coming your direction tomorrow. They will have 3 days left or less to live, one way or the other. Mirko, Beach Boy, I already did send Bruce an email. Of course, it said exactly the other way around. So you guys, I'll get you your email addresses. You can talk to each other. Fabulous. Yeah, interesting day today. Nothing much in the big movement. The NASDAQ did lose 1/4 point. S&P was down 9.2. The Dow down 154. So it was a negative day, but not a bloodbath day. But a telling sign to me that after a big drop yesterday, there was no bounce back today. And this sets up more droppage, more pressure on the downside, because bargain hunters are going, I'm buying on the dip and it's not coming back. What's going on here? And that's the beginning of a further drop from here. Just kind of wondering, third straight session of drops for the Dow now. 34.61 GameStop quote. I don't know if this is real. 3,000 traded on the aftermarket. I'll wait a few more minutes to see if there's something really going on here. I don't think so. No, there isn't. 33.50. We're down 6 cents in the aftermarket on 3,000 shares. So there's nothing going on in GameStop in the aftermarket. This aftermarket trading is so volatile, you just can't trust it. You have to see thousands, hundreds of thousands of shares go through before you believe it, because it can be manipulated so easily. Let's take a look at AMC. Aftermarket AMC at 9.59, up 3 cents. And the APE shares are at 7.08, up 1 penny. So slightly better on the aftermarket, but not much. SoFi 6.16, down a penny in the aftermarket. ME is unchanged on the aftermarket. Matterport unchanged. ATIP down 0.3 of a penny. Nothing to worry about there. Rocket Lab up 32 cents in the aftermarket, but I don't know how heavy that is on volume. Smart Rent down 0.5 penny. Spire no change, down a penny maybe. Not much going on. There you have it. That's our markets right now, guys. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for some of you made donations to us today through PayPal. Thank you, guys. Those of you who made super chat donations, thank you as well. New members, welcome to the party, pal. Gold Bagel members, some of you are converting up. You're moving up to Gold Bagel levels from Chillin' with Uncle Bruce levels. Thank you for that vote of confidence, and welcome to the party up here. Looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern time for the Hangout show, the Prime Time Live with Uncle Bruce for Gold Bagel members only. Thank you. Also, Alberto, thank you for this PayPal donation today. You're the greatest. I haven't bought back any yet, but here's some bagel dollars. Thank you for the bagel bucks. You're awesome, man. You're absolutely awesome. Thank you to those of you who have been picking up the 4 for 3 class deal. They're still coming in. You guys are still making the move. This is your chance to catch up on any classes that you haven't had a chance to see. Pick up 4 instead of for the price of 3. Why not? Hawkeye question, better to write calls separately or write a single cell for 10 calls all at the same time? Hawkeye, this is one of those personal, sort of a personal preference question. Some will take 5 and write 5 and then write another 5 in another level. Like it can happen where, let's say you're talking about GameStop, for example, it could happen where you write 5 $34 calls and 5 $35 calls for the same expiry, or you're writing 5 34s for this Friday and 5 35s for next Friday, you know, just an example. Some will do 3 3 and 4, or 4 3 and 3. A lot of viewers will just do all 10 in a shot. They'll write all 10 and they'll bring in the premium, and then just have one trade to worry about and nothing else. They'll watch the one position only and deal with it. So it's really a personal call, Hawkeye. The more comfortable you get, the more likely you'll do 10 at a time eventually, my guess. Hello, Uncle Bruce. I think I'm done squeezing all the money out of AMC finally. I sold off all of my shares and options, made a nice profit. Time to find a new move. There you go. Okay, hello. Right on. Beach Boy Mirko, I just sent him as well. Now it's up to the homeless guy to get us together. Michael, Hawkeye, I write all at once, but some people write 10 at one strike, 10 at another. Beach Boy, Coyote, some like it hot. That's true. Some like it hot. There's no doubt about that. Oh, man. Thank you all. Again, Jen and I, thank you all so much for keeping us solvent while we're on the road, homeless, living in undisclosed hotel locations. Thank you all so much for your support, kind words, and participation in our daily chats. Join us tomorrow, Wednesday morning, for the pre-market trade alert. If you're a Gold Bagel member, join me for that. And then at 8:30, we'll see all of you as we start the show with 1 hour before the opening. And then tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock, we'll shut it down. And tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, prime time with Uncle Bruce. A busy day, Wednesday. I have to do 4 shows tomorrow, and I look forward to seeing you. Hawkeye, thank you. I was asking, if I decide to sell 10 calls, is there any advantage to that, to trade, giving one way or another? Like I say, sometimes it's just easier to manage your account and just do all 10 in one shot, and you have just one option to watch, and you just decide what you sold it for, and then you're looking as to what price you're going to buy them back for, and you'll put in a buy order that might be good for the whole day today, a stink bid, nice and low, wait and see, or it's a stink bid on Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. There you have it. Michael, easier to manage as one trade, like Bruce suggested. Beach Boy, so Uncle Bruce, anything new from China? No comment. Michael, in my opinion at least, Hawkeye, meaning sell all 10 at once, but in that moment versus separately as 10 individual transactions. Yes, 10 in a shot. Yeah, because all you have to do is just quantity, make it 1-0. The order's the same. Sell to open, whatever the contract is, set price, whatever it is, stink offer. And then later on, you'll do a 10 call buy to close contract. You'll shut her down the other side. Coyote, hello Smith, well done, man. Hawkeye, yes, very much agreed. The way I've been doing it, many thanks all. Dave, the Mac guy, you'll save on commission hugely by writing all 10 at once. Hawkeye, yes. And Michael, that too is a good point. Dave, Hawkeye, thanks, Dave, the Mac guy. There you go. Fantastic, everybody. let's do this again tomorrow and make some more money. How about that? Does that sound okay with you guys? Take the rest of the day off and tell your boss, I'm sorry, I can't work anymore today. The markets are closed, and that means I'm done. I'm spent. I've given all my energy to Uncle Bruce and all of his pals. I can't give you any more. I've given you enough. Try that. Let me know how it works out. Anyway, cancel subscription. Click. If you're not going to talk about China, I'm out of here. That's Beach Boys philosophy right there. Click. I'm out of here. All right, you guys. You win some, you lose some. You know what are you going to do, folks? Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. Splair, sleep well, y'all. Catch you later. You bet, Splair TV. You take care, pal. Beach Boy, Hawkeye, Michael, Dave the Mac guy, Coyote, everybody out there. Have a good one. Hello Smith, DQ, Larry Titus, Mirko, Deuce Caboose, Zeta State, Triple G, all of you degenerates and sophisticates. Have a wonderful evening. Stay healthy, stay well, and we will see you tomorrow. Michael, Deuces, Bruce, Larry Titus, have a good one, folks. Hello, Smith. Neat. I will see you first thing tomorrow, guys. Let's have some more fun. Coyote, you take care. Beach Boy, I'll give you a chance. I'll give you one more day. One more time, you can talk about China. You know, if you were here for the whole broadcast, instead of about gallivanting, you'd hear about China, but you seem to come and go, you know. Now that you have an app on a phone, you seem to be a little more mobile. Maybe that's a good thing, though. A little more movement is good for you. John Gill, thanks, buddy. Lobo Blast. Bye, Uncle Bruce. Everybody, have a great night. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Good night.